You're welcome. It's time for What's Up and About, ladies.
Yeah.
Granted, you guys are here. We have a very interesting submission by Titi, which we decided we're going to talk about today. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so there was a post that came across online where there's a lady, well, it says here, she's allegedly trying to prank her boss.
Allegedly.
By having an inappropriate conversation via WhatsApp. First of all, conversations on WhatsApp, I don't really see them as private anymore.
Nope.
Because as long as you can screenshot a conversation and post it or share it with someone else, it's no longer private. It's probably better to have a voice conversation.
But in this case, what was the conversation about?
Yeah, so the conversation was actually, it started off with a money transaction. He sent her money to get some work done the next day. And then she's thanking him by saying, thanks, boss. Kisses.
I love
with
you.
the heart. Yeah, the I love you.
I love you, boss.
I love you,
Kisses,
boss.
heart emoji.
Kisses, heart emoji. And your boss has just sent you a message. You gave you finance to get the job done, and then you're saying, thanks, boss, love you, kisses, heart emoji. Not really the most professional.
I'm going to pause the story there because the story goes on with more explanation. But first off, I just wanted to jump on what kind of language one should use with a colleague, especially a boss.
Yeah.
You have colleagues who say, thank you, darling, or love.
Yeah.
Why did MM look at me funny?
I think the camera caught that. Did the camera catch MM look at me like, because, you know, like, so I'm wondering, is that appropriate or inappropriate? Because it's rather endearing when she says it, especially to Olamide.
Yeah.
You know?
So saying words like darling,
Love,
sweetie,
babe,
love, my dear,
thank you, dear,
are not exactly
appropriate for the workplace.
Now, I know we all do it, but at least let people know that it is actually not appropriate. You have to have a long-standing relationship with these people before you even start having...
Point. So, would you say that we have that kind of relationship, you and I and MM and Olamide?
We literally see each other every morning.
We're in our field, we're in our businesses.
We are, eventually.
I wouldn't say we have that kind of relationship, but I would say that the relationship has gotten to a point where you have to sort of make your colleague feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So when I use those words, like you say, it's sort of, and it sort of makes you endeared to me.
Yeah.
It makes you feel a sort of way.
It makes you feel comfortable.
It makes you feel comfortable.
So
it
you're
makes
just pressing
you
the
feel,
button.
Yeah, you know, it makes you feel, oh, okay, I am okay. I feel safe.
I'm safe here. Okay.
But now you have to realize that some people might not actually be comfortable.
Yeah, so have you considered that?
Like I said, there has to be some form of relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Relationship means that you have been in this space with this person for a period of time. For you to get, I mean, I can't be calling Mr. Taiwo, who is our studio manager, hello, darling.
Tikam, darling. Darling.
My dear Taiwo, I would like you to fix my talk back. Who's our studio manager. I wouldn't do that.
But
Let's jump back on the story.
Let's switch back to the story now. So there are a lot of inappropriate, comments and
Let me take the story on from here.
let's
Now,
know.
it goes on, because this woman not only shares that first communication with him, he actually protested and said, no, you can't do that. She's like, no, but I genuinely love you. She's like, no, he's like, no, you are my subordinate.
Yeah.
I am your boss, so let's keep it there.
Yeah.
Now, I love what he did.
He switched it around.
He switched it around. He redirected the conversation and said, you know what? My brother actually has a thing for you. How about I set you guys up?
Yeah.
She still insisted. This is why I don't think it's a prank. But
Yeah.
it's you I like. That kind of a thing. I like you.
Okay,
It's like,
so
no.
at this point, I would like to address that conversation because before we left it open to inappropriate conversations in the office.
Why are we going back to
But
that
going
gist
back
now?
to this gist now,
Okay.
baby girl has been crushing on her boss
since
the inception of that workplace relationship.
Since 1999.
Yes, she wants that guy.
Yes. That
And
was no prank.
that was her shooting her shots
That
with
was
the
no
possibility
prank.
that
But
the guy was going to respond to her in a manner that she wanted to.
But
He
she
did not
but
prank
she was, but she
anything.
was shut down.
She was shut down.
He did the responsible thing.
Yes,
and
he
he
did.
sounded like someone who has probably been through that before.
Yeah.
He
I
sounded
think
that
he
way.
handled it.
He handled it really well. But for
haven't
those that
thought
don't
about that.
understand how to refocus a conversation, now you can start by redirecting or changing the topic, so you can stay on work, maybe go back to the work subjects that you started having the conversation about. he could have said something like, make sure you order this. Make sure the order gets here before two. Change the topic, redirect this person. And then there's a whole list online of inappropriate conversations to have with work colleagues. And I thought I should read it out.
Okay.
Now, we've been talking about inappropriate things that she said to her boss, but did you know that talking about someone's health challenges is actually not appropriate for the workplace?
Oh.
It's not appropriate at all.
What if I'm the one who's going through such challenges and I'm sharing with you?
Yeah,
Is that
so
okay?
the responsible thing to do is maybe recommend a health professional to help out. Because if you say something that now makes, so if you recommend a medicine or something like that, that could be dangerous for that person. Also, apparently, weight and physical appearance are conversations you're not supposed to have. Body shaming. Womb watching.
Rewind.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. So these are all inappropriate things that make people a little uncomfortable. Conflict with other co-workers. So this one.
It's a very interesting one because we can all relate with it.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
Tell me what she did or what she said or what he did or what
So
she
jumping
said.
into people's matters, especially when it doesn't concern you. Oh, no. No, I'm not guilty.
Wow.
No, absolutely not guilty. Your business. Everybody knows me for that.
I think you're guilty of it.
Okay.
I'll draw your attention to it later on.
Okay.
Because there's something that happened with a mutual colleague. And you sort of took a side.
I never take sides. I'm a very logical thinker, so I would put matters and then I'd perhaps maybe present it and just leave it so. But yeah, I would plead for both parties.
Okay. I don't
but
get
I never
myself
jump
involved.
in and
I
get,
would talk with the both of them. No, but really?
So I would
Are
like
you
to.
serious?
Yes.
I'm redirecting here. I'm redirecting here. I would like to practice this. Can somebody please call me darling? Just in the conversation.
Mazino, darling.
Oh, how's your husband, Oscar?
Wow, really nice one.
Quick and to the point. Don't wait for anything. So allow me to take notes.
Yeah,
The next time,
So,
Wow.
the final one is actually money matters.
Oh.
So especially if someone is having money challenges, money problems. So not because it's not okay to talk about money, but because it sometimes leads to people asking for money from you.
I like that.
Yeah, inappropriate
I
for
have.
the workplace.
Sorry about that. That's my fault.
Go ahead.
I have a certain principle set in place. I don't borrow colleagues' money.
I don't even borrow anybody money.
So I was coming to that. Yeah. So I would first assess the situation, and well, sometimes it happens when people are down and out, and you want to help. Now, you saying that I can't have that conversation with a person because I care about them is very difficult for me to swallow.
Yeah.
So I would like, hey, Tizzy,
Yes.
is everything all right?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I would rather give it to you. Because when you borrow, there's a certain energy between the two of you from then on
From that second.
that I cannot.
Especially when they
cannot
do
live
not
with.
refund the money
I don't
back.
want to get there.
Funny enough, the refunding of the money, like for instance, there's still something that I'm still holding in my chest.
Me
that
too.
Mazino.
For Titi.
Yes.
Titi.
So there was this Haribo jelly baby.
Haribo.
Haribo jelly baby. The
Finish.
first or second week that he arrived.
I love
And
them.
he said he was going to buy me Haribo.
I
gummy.
didn't?
He didn't buy it.
Oh no! Wow, you're not the only one. He promised me sandwich.
I say
He promised me sandwich
you were
since
supposed to
his-
buy it.
Who else have I promised stuff for the house?
and he hasn't come through with it.
Come
so
tomorrow,
I've
I'm
moved
coming
on.
through.
I have moved on.
Yes,
everybody.
But, yes, and then it's very, very funny how some people, that you do not even have a working relationship with closely,
Yeah.
come and then they're asking you for money because maybe you bought a new car,
Yeah,
or
you're
maybe they
looking good.
noticed something new about you. I'm like, bruh.
That happens. Inappropriate work conversations is
Yeah.
not just sexual; it goes all the way through the social
Yeah.
spectrum. So
Yeah.
take note. Maybe Titi will put that out so that you guys can see. Before we end and tell you that thanks for joining us, use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. I would like to ask Titi for my.
What?
Where's the money for my wet puppy dog socks?
So you were selling socks.
You did not give me my money.
Okay,
I
so I
said I
think
will advertise the
on this
Give me my
note,
socks.
I said I will
these two need
advertise
to
the
get a
socks.
room.
Give me-
We'll be right back. Stay with us. The show continues shortly.
We'll be back. Stay tuned.